welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another anime first impressions. This is going to be on Doreiku the animation. By the title, having the animation, it tells me that there is a game for this, more than likely. So I have not seen or played the game, and I've never heard anything about the game, which is how I like it, because usually if you have played the game, then you kind of know what's going to happen in the anime, so kind of defeats the whole purpose of watching the anime, in my point of view. Like Danganronpa, when I watched the anime, I then played the game, and when I played the game, I kind of realized if I would have played the game, I would have hated the anime. So, anyways, Doreiku is being aired in High Dive. For sure, and this was being subbed and dubbed in this new anime subscription place, streamer, whatever you want to call it. And this one is an interesting one. Essentially, is a horror, maybe more suspenseful and mystery. Really, there is some part of gore. It depends what level you're talking about. I mean, if you're very sensitive to just small levels of gore, then this is going to be gory for you. For someone who enjoys horror anime, it's not really that gory, but I know that my audience is a mixed audience. So for those who are weak in the heart, this has some scenes that could be gory for you guys. So, anyways, essentially, you have this story where Japan has this new technology where if you wear a mouthpiece in your mouth and you play a game, if the person loses the game, then the person that wins is now their master, and the person who lost is now the slave. The concept starts with four people playing, I guess, a card game, and a guy beats a girl, and essentially he requests her to sleep with him, and she kind of goes, "Yes, master." And you don't see that. The beginning credits go on, and then the actual story starts, and you kind of learn a little bits by pieces throughout the first episode of how this device works, and then eventually you get to the story of a girl who is, I guess you can say, different. I wouldn't say bullied, because I don't think she feels bullied. She just feels like she's being manipulated and made to be the person that people want her to be, not who she wants to be. Anyways, then essentially she's asked by this guy to kind of work with her, and essentially that's, I think, the core plot to it. There is a side story to this first episode where this girl essentially raped, and then she tries to get revenge, and she asks this guy the guy that raped her to play with her with this game. He tricks him, she tricks him, and then she makes him his slave. So all being this is that then that's where it kind of gets messed up at the end. And then you meet this brand new girl that is the girl that I have in my thumbnail, that I don't know who she is. She just shows up at the end and she smiles. So, wondering who she is, if she's the one that's controlling all these devices, or if she's just a new character that has a lot of slaves. So, don't know yet, but I'm actually really, really excited about this one. I had read about it when it first was announced in High Dive, and I was excited for it. The sub version came out weeks ago, and for some reason my High Dive app wasn't working with the subtitles right, so I had to wait for the dub version to come out. That's okay. I really enjoyed it, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it. You can find it in High Dive or maybe other places. My recommendation, I will consider this one probably going to be my top 5, or one of my top 5s. So out of 10, I'm going to give this one, the first episode, just on the first episode, an 8.5 out of 10. Why? It's my genre. It's the stuff that I like. It's suspenseful. It has a little bit of everything, from comedy to mystery, to suspenseful, to some gore, to even fan service where it is needed. So it has a little bit of everything, guys. And I really enjoyed that it doesn't focus on just one person or yeah, just one person, one story. Because I feel like if they did that in the first episode, I would have been bored. They gave us basically three different stories, and they kind of all connect as well. And like always, don't be strangers.